David. I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are... 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! More bogey! ETA 2 minutes!
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your banners.
Alright, where's my artisanal murders? Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Resistance from enemy air defenses confirmed. Keep on dining there. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Keep firing, Sam! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike. Dockyard Bay taking damage from airstrike.
The online ships are paid.
If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload. Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a lot this time? Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned. That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Buy stock in salvage companies while you can. Everyone on deck, back to your stations. Generator up and running. March 2!
Target is hit.
Half of our surface ships have either been sunk or neutralized.
Protect the fleet is not an option. We can't give the bark to the crew to conserve the engine fleet. They're torching our allies! Lieutenant General Shepard, you have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized. That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. We can't see them just in operation. It doesn't rely on our 8 pilots. You won't have many on board, unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes to kill. Yes, sir.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Sir, none of our ships are operational. Search and rescue operations are underway.
Altitude approaches
This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. They reject my report if it weren't. Fire from moving ships.
Strider 1, enemy forces around Dockyard Bay shipyard have been mostly eliminated.
Get over here, Trigger. Got some strong shots for you if you'd like. There's plenty for the 2 of us.
This is Spectre 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prin, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down. Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bag.
Target confirmed down. Samuel Prin gone, Aruja's naval stratagem will lose its edge. They're gone. That means we have less than half our forces left.
Enemy fleet up ahead.
With this size fleet, we're headed to Farbanti. OCO would have a tough fight.
Well, looks like it's gonna be the 3 of us. Ready, counted, Trigger?
You betcha. Not a single ship's gonna leave the port. All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger.
This is Shepard. Team 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted. I'm sorry, sir.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear.
Four MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2,000.
This is Rody. Right time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. Please look up machine guns. Engaging. How many ships in port are still operational?
Confirming additional hostile ground forces.
Returning to base.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Have a report that 3 strikes among them. Have the further intel.
Ask squadron, each of squadron, clear to engage. Running out of time. Don't waste it. This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates. How more ships have been so stalled? Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capability should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Ship like this. Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Missile launched.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Good. We reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port. We've been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Order drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting to guided artillery fire drill. Command to the officer. What do you think will turn drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. Use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives. Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat. 4 aircraft destroyed the entire port? He's hallucinating. Keep your eyes on the
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
I don't need any missiles to my time.
We came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was going to be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Breaking! I need to evade! Damn it! Where are reinforcements?
Maintain course to
Here are the reinforcements!
Additional UAVs on radar.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Strider 1, this is...
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Strider 1, bombs away.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations. Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile? Terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV. What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact of the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world? You all right?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it!
Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there? Picture it. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it, you're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Lucian, head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you. Evading!
Missile launched. Missile hit.
It's my time. In the hands of 3
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Target has been destroyed.
Strider 1, missile away. Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploding in distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Locked on bandit.
Target is hit.
Shaking off enemy lock. Missile launched. Evade. Target destroyed. 1 million lives gone. Picture it.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli. They have a lock on me. Imagine. We're playing tag with a bomb. Locked on bandit. Deliverance.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
You've been directly hit by a missile. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Target is hit. Missile away. The shell exploded. It's off the grid. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar.
Strider 1, enemy behind you.
Target acquired. Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Target confirmed down. Strider 1. Strider 1, this is... Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat. Taking fire! Say goodbye. Behind me?
Strider 1, bombs away.
Strider 1, missile inbound! Keep bringing it down!
3 minutes remaining. Missile launched.
The enemy's right in our face. Stay sharp, gunnery officer.
It's gone.
Aye, aye, sir. Can I make it?
Strider 1, target destroyed. Missile away.
Behind the enemy.
Missile hit. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. flight. 10 seconds to contact. Railgun shell lost its target. Strider 1, package away. Missile away.
Missile closing. Locked on bandit.
Enemy has a beat on you. 2 minutes remaining.
Missile closing. Break! Break!
Target acquired.
Trigger has destroyed the target. Enemy aircraft hitting Trigger's ship.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target is hit.
Hostile has a lock. I've got a sitting duck here. Target has been destroyed.
Aegis vessel Metis destroyed.
Respond! Metis, please respond!
Fox 2.
He touched it. This one's for our brothers in the police.
Strider 1, bombs away.
Target destroyed.
Strider 1, warship sunk. Missile launched.
Trigger just sank a battleship.
Battleship Disnomia is crippled. Navigation is disabled.
That ship's heavily armored. How could that be?
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Get your
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
Imagine just after we killed. I'm going to be killed, you ask. You to cut you apart. Equals for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There are passions to your reason. 3 strikes has done that. I do. See, come on, officer.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Lanta! Missile! Behind you! Lanta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream. That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Nicely done. You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
And it's gone.
Good, you're on their 6. 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, you didn't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who you calling a wuss?
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto. Scream, incoming missile, evade! Scream! Damn it! You'll pay for this 3 strikes! Only 1 left. We run them down together.
The shell exploded.
But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
I'll kill him, all right.
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him, not one bit.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
You psycho.
Strider 1, target acquired. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Kill you. You'll pay for this 3 strikes.
He's definitely lost his mind.
Bailey
that no matter what we do, this is how we end. But know this, Three Strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
The Bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. Three Strikes has removed all Strangler illusion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Illusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Hey, chill.
Fusion, stand down. Sit.
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the Bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
No! I can't do anything! Out on my own! No!
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him. Not one bit. I don't want to live! Kill me! Gone crazy bonkers. Way to go, Trigger.
Stunner 1, lock on target.
Just kill me, 3 strikes. 3 strikes.
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
No! He's going to have a so I'm going to be alone again and I've been waiting for you to 3 strikes. 3 strikes.
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.